10 animals native to the Philippines. The Philippines is a beautiful archipelago nation made up of 7,641 islands. It is known for its many beautiful beaches, delicious fruits, and exotic island tourist attractions. If you go to the islands, you will find no lack of fun and exciting things to do. It would take more than 20 years to spend just a day on each of the islands, but you should make sure to carve out some time to see the amazing wildlife. The Philippines are home to a host of exotic and exciting species. There are 10 animals native to the Philippines. Number 10. Philippine Flying Lemur. Known locally as the Kagwang, the Philippine Flying Lemur has a bit of a misleading name. It is technically not a species of lemur and it actually can't fly. What's up with that? Well, you'll be relieved to know that this beautiful species can actually glide for distances as far as 100 meters. How does it do this?
That's amazing. The way it looks, that's crazy. This is the first time I've seen something like that.
It has a foot-long tail that is connected to its front legs with a skin membrane.
It looks like a bat, but it's not a bat.
The result is a monkey-looking creature with big bat-like wings. They also have clawed feet for fast climbing. As a nocturnal creature, it spends its days fastened to the side of trees, sleeping and resting. But at night, they glide from tree to tree, eating fruits, insects, young leaves, and flowers. Because fruit is one of the major agricultural products of the Philippines, the locals actually considered this fruit-eating lemur a pest. But that doesn't keep us from considering it a beautiful Philippine species and putting it on our list.
And it has a son in his stomach like kangaroo, yeah?
Number 9. Philippine Crocodile. Let's get a bit more dangerous, shall we? The Philippine crocodile is a comparatively small species of crocodile native to the Philippine Islands. As a freshwater crocodile, they can be found in lakes, rivers, ponds, and especially marshlands. You can tell a young hatchling by its golden brown scales, but the species' thick scalene armor gets darker and darker the older it gets.
Looks like a normal crocodile to me. And
While you don't want to get too close to its broad jaws, its diet mostly consists of small mammals, birds, and lizards. But don't let that fool you. Into thinking that they're harmless to humans. Despite being a smaller breed of crocodile, they still usually grow 2 meters long, and the largest recorded Philippine crocodile was 3 meters or 9 feet long.
That's amazing.
You won't find me getting near the business end of those teeth. Unfortunately, because of this fact, humans have been known to hunt and kill Philippine crocodiles. It doesn't help that their skin and meat can be sold for profit. Currently,
I think they would kill it if the village, living next to the water and the crocodile, become
the
dangerous.
Philippine crocodile is a protected species. Let's hope that their number jumps back up soon. Number 8. Palawan Peacock Pheasant. This bird is drop-dead gorgeous. The Palawan Peacock Pheasant is known to be an elusive species of bird, but if you manage to catch a glimpse, you'll be rewarded with a great view of a beautiful shining coat of rich blue feathers. You'll know it by the distinctive crest atop its head and the male's distinctive tail feathers. Yes, the Palawan Peacock Pheasant is named after the peacock for a reason.
And the color of it is amazing. That's crazy. It looks like somebody drew on it or something.
Well, not as extravagant as the peacock male's lavish tail feather display when it fights off predators or tries to woo a mate, the Palawan peacock pheasant is capable of extending its tail feathers in a similar way. The plumage is covered in robin blue spots that resemble eyes and help to scare predators away.
Robin blue.
They'll also use this extravagant display in their mating rituals. The Palawan peacock pheasant is one of those rare species of animal that is truly monogamous, and both parents typically help to rear newly hatched chicks. Number 7. Tamaro. The Tamaro is native to Mindoro.
Yeah, this one I knew about it. Yeah, it's well known.
One of the largest islands in the Philippines, and so locals generally call it the Mindoro dwarf buffalo, and this name is right on the money. The Tamaro looks like, well, a dwarf buffalo. They are small and stocky, a gray-black color with a stout pair of...
I wonder if people they eat is meat or is too expensive or what's going on. But I never heard about is this meat being
straight backward-pointing horns. Even though they're small for a buffalo, they still weigh a stout 200 to 300 kilos. Do you want to catch a glimpse of wild Tamaro eating bamboo shoots and grass in forests and grasslands? Unfortunately, that's getting harder and harder to do. A count in 2016 placed the wild Tamaro count at only 430, placing it on the crucially endangered species list. They continue to be hunted by poachers for sport and meat, and human population growth is relentlessly threatening their habitat. Luckily, the most recent count places their numbers at 466 to 494.
Even the horn looks a little bit weird. It doesn't look like a cow or anything like that.
Let's hope that upward trend continues.
Amazing.
Number 6, Dagot, bushy-tailed cloud rat. You might not think of a species called a cloud rat as an exciting species of wildlife to seek out, but in many ways, the Dagot, bushy-tailed cloud rat is the holy grail of Philippine
This is the most handsome rat ever, you know.
wildlife. It is the rarest of 8 species of Philippine cloud rats, all of which are either threatened or endangered. It made its first appearance only in the 1970s and wasn't seen again until 2012. That's 4 decades between
It looks like a rabbit.
sightings. It's no wonder that many conservationists thought the species was extinct. They are a tree-dwelling species of rodent that feeds on leaves, and they can grow up to 2.5 feet long. Because of the uniqueness of this critically endangered species, it is the mascot of the Philippine Biodiversity Conservation Foundation. But studies of the species remain limited due to how difficult they are to find. All I can say is if you're lucky enough to encounter one of these rare creatures during your trips to the Philippines, count yourself lucky. Hey,
I do not want to see it on my trip.
are you enjoying the video? Then make sure you find and click that like button down below. We're trying to reach 500 likes this time. Can you help
But animals lovers do, yeah.
us get there? Number 5, Bushytailed, warty pig. All right, back to the animals. This is another extremely rare species of animals driven from their homes by deforestation during the 1970s and 80s. Today, only around 300 of them live in captivity. They were named for the quote-unquote warts on their faces, but Mohawk pig might have been just as appropriate for a name. They can be recognized by the distinctive tuft of hair atop their heads, and that has been described as very Mohawk-like. Believe it or not, this floppy mane is grown by males every year to help them attract mates. But you'll also want to keep an eye on the sharp
And the hair of it looks amazing, yeah.
tusks that extend out from their faces. Yes, those can be quite dangerous,
The
but that doesn't
fair,
mean that their species deserves to be completely eradicated. Despite strict government poaching policies, they continue to be poached for their meat, which is considered a delicacy by some. Thankfully, the species is breeding well in captivity, and efforts have already begun to reintroduce them into the wild. Number
I feel sorry for animals who is trapped in the cage and not be able to go on hunt and experience wildlife. I don't know, but yeah.
4, Philippine
Especially birds, you know.
moose deer. What would you get if you took a tiny little field mouse and mixed it with a graceful deer? Why, the Philippine moose deer, of course. Okay, this species isn't actually a moose-deer hybrid, but judging by looks alone, it might as well be. Only growing to 18 centimeters at the shoulders, they are hard to spot in their
Looks amazing. It looks like not a rat, but it's not a rat, but it's a gazelle. A little bit, I don't know, man.
natural habitat, hiding amid thick vegetation. And if you do manage to find one, you'll only get the briefest of glimpses before it tiptoes away on its dainty little legs. Like many of the other species on the list, the Philippine moose deer has suffered a blow to its population from loss of habitat and hunting. Like the warty pig mentioned just before, its meat is considered a delicacy. Number 3, whale shark.
It has a horn, is it?
I will admit whale sharks live in far more places than the waters of the Philippines. After all, the ocean is a big place. But since thousands of them migrate to the Philippine Elasmo Branch Mecca from December to May, they deserve a spot on this list, sometimes reaching lengths.
And I never seen this. That was crazy to me. I never heard a shark eat any human eaten by a shark while he's traveling in the Philippines. But I don't know why.
Of up to 40 feet, whale
Sharks here looks, I don't know.
sharks are the
Friendly or
largest
something, I don't
species
know,
of
man.
shark in the world. So
But
large,
looks dangerous for sure.
in fact, that they have often been mistaken for whales, thus the name. But don't worry, they aren't after humans. They swim around close to the surface to catch tiny food sources in the water like plankton. Do a YouTube search and you'll find plenty of videos of scuba divers safely swimming around massive whale sharks as they meet
swimming around sharks. Doesn't make no sense to me.
meander around them in the deep blue. In the Philippines, the prime time to spot a whale shark is from February to April. And so, if you're more of a beach and ocean type of person than a jungle lover, maybe you would enjoy one of several tourist attractions in the Philippines devoted to swimming with whale sharks. Number
This lady.
2. Philippine Tarsier. Chances are you've seen one of these small primates pop up on YouTube before. Their distinctive appearance gives the Philippine Tarsier plenty of airtime on wildlife programs like our own. With their long, spindly fingers, compact appearance, and absolutely massive eyes, there really isn't anything that looks quite like the Tarsier. In my
They do not like noise at all, and if you take a picture with it with your phone light, they will go and kill themselves. That's amazing.
opinion, it constantly looks like
That's what they do. That's a fact, actually.
it's just seen the most shocking thing it could have possibly imagined. It is one of the world's smallest primates, and everything about it is built for nocturnal life. One of the first things that you probably notice about this small creature the first time that you saw it is its massive eyes. Well, these are perfect for seeing at night. Likewise, its large conical ears are very sensitive, capturing and amplifying sounds very effectively so that the Tarsier can use its hearing as a tool to navigate dark jungle nights. You might know that Tarsiers can be purchased as pets through some exotic vendors, but you might want to think
Don't think everybody can do that. I don't think it's legal.
twice before buying one. These animals cope terribly with captivity and often don't survive the ordeal. They are better off left to the wild jungles that they love. Before we reveal our favorite animal native to the Philippines, thank you so much for watching.
And the eyes of it, the eyes is the color of the eyes. That's amazing.
And while you're thinking about it, why don't you go ahead and share this video with your friends? If you liked it, I'm sure they will too. Number 1. Philippine Eagle. Once known as the monkey-eating eagle, the Philippine eagle is a powerful bird. In fact, it is one of the largest and strongest species of eagles on the entire planet. On top of its impressive size, the Philippine eagle has an impressive long-arched beak and distinctively majestic long-crowned feathers. Move
I love the hair of it. His hair is a little bit funny.
aside, bald eagle. Here's a bird that managed to keep its hair, and it looks truly regal. In keeping with its reputation for strength and superiority, the Philippine eagle also
But the most strongest eagle in the world, that's what he said. Yeah.
eats lemurs, snakes, and bats. But the best thing about the Philippine eagles is its success story. Not too long ago, there were only a few of these birds left. They were on the verge of extinction. But thanks to the Philippine Eagle Center, their numbers have sprung back from the brink, and they've been saved from extinction for now. Hey, thanks for watching. Want to suggest a video? Let us know in the comments section below.
But nature is amazing, and there's species. There's a lot of species. Even in the ocean down below, there's so many species human have even never discovered about it yet. Yeah.